Amazon is officially entering the Robotaxi race, and that's because their company Zoox is launching their service to the public for the first time ever here in Las Vegas. These vehicles are completely different than anything that you've seen before. There's no steering wheel, no pedals, and it's completely symmetrical with 2 rows of seats that face each other. We're gonna go for a ride in one and see what it's like.
Okay, very cool. All right, first time in a Zoox. This is the first time now that we're opening up the app to the public and letting you go to a bunch of different high-profile destinations in Las Vegas.
Got it. Is the Strip something that's easy for a Robotaxi or difficult? Because it's pretty straight road, right? But obviously many cars.
Yeah, it's not that easy actually. You have a lot of traffic. You have people doing strange things. You have, 8 or 9 lanes across. Sometimes you have pedestrians crossing in the hundreds. So for your, perception and prediction and planning systems, you have to be tracking up to hundreds of agents at the same time.
Wow.
That's pretty tricky. We just did a right turn on red, by the way. You probably didn't even notice. That's a good thing. But the vehicle's constantly monitoring 360 degrees and able to do pretty advanced traffic maneuvers.
The key philosophical difference, right, is there's no steering wheel, there's no pedals. In many ways, you guys have started from the ground up, completely new vehicle. Why have you decided to stick with that philosophy throughout this decade of working on this?
You guys, this is the stuff that I've been talking about. Not just me. I mean, I'm not breaking any news here, but talk about replacing jobs. I think the number one job in the world is driving. I did a story not too long ago talking about diesel trucks and stuff like that and how they're outfitting them with cameras and they're starting to do that and starting to learn routes and stuff like that. So, and then you have the robots in the Amazon Center who are unloading trucks and doing assortment and stuff like that. Please don't forget, before we get into this, to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. We're up to 304 as of this video today. So on the road to 1,000. So thank you guys so much. But I don't know. I still don't think that I think jobs are really gonna be scarce. And I hope that I'm wrong. I hope I'm not right on this. And I don't think it's, if you're in a high skilled position, I think you got maybe some time. And this is the time I would say you guys need to skill up. We all need to skill up, myself included. Start that business, get it going. The first several years is always the hardest. Um, and just this now is the time to start going for it. I mean, my mom used to drive taxi back in the day, actually, in the Bay Area. And it's a hard job. It's a hard job. You're driving a lot. You're getting in and out. The strangers getting in and out of your car, and that was back before you had cell phones and things of that nature. And you didn't have. It was everything a cash system. Yeah, I don't know. I think that we're gonna see more and more because of convenience, right? On both ends, right? As a consumer, you get convenience of, hey, you get to get in the car and you get to your destination quicker. Um, some people don't like to be bothered when they're talking, they're traveling, and the driver's talking and they don't want to talk or something like that. I think you're going to see a lot of this start to, come forward, and it's already happening, right? And they're doing it in key cities, but the convenience is going to, man, I hate to sound so grim, but like be the downfall of us all, right? I mean, myself included, going to the checkout and doing the self checkout. It's like, okay, when that came in, started doing that and it was convenient. So I don't know. Uh Skill up, learn how to be the person who knows how to fix those machines, learn how to like be the person who knows how to fix these cars and program certain things. AI and this, even this facility. That's why I say property management is a good business to get into as well, because even though you have all this technology in these buildings, you still need cooling. You still need it. And this is all on your budget, right? As a property manager, you need cooling, lighting, right? Your light's going to go out. Uh, all types of things, roof leaks and stuff like that. Things happen, buildings deteriorate. So there's still jobs to be there. You just got to be selective. And if you're in college, be very selective and mindful of what you're going into because you got a lot of runway in front of you. You're young and you're going to have plenty of time to work. So I've been trying to tell people to start your business. Don't wait. Get going. It doesn't have to be content creation, be whatever, but skill up for sure.
We knew that with Robotaxis, we could really reimagine the configuration, the architecture of the vehicle, not only for the interior experience, but also for safety and also for redundancy and reliability. You can shoehorn a Robotaxi sort of, into something that used to be a car. It's just not an ideal solution. And we wanted to do that hard work and take the time and invest in that.
Cool looking.
And then bring something to market that's just much better than a car.
Out of that parking garage, a car was like coming out pretty fast, and the Zoox kind of like swerved a little bit to the left just in case it didn't stop. And so looked like that was a good little maneuver right there.
Yeah, we're pretty good at defensive driving, right? One of the things that's hard about autonomous driving is it's not just you have to follow all the rules, you do, but you also want to make sure if other drivers or other road users are doing weird stuff, that you drive defensively and try to avoid getting into issues caused by whatever they might be doing wrong.
Right.
That actually turns out to probably be a harder problem than not making our own mistakes. We have a huge responsibility to err very strongly on the side of a cautious and safe deployment. So you'll have seen, all of our expansions are done after we've done extensive testing and validation, real world testing, simulations, and you have to do it that way.
The focus on a ride in a Zoox is not really on the road itself. It does seem to be very much internal
and the scenery, right? Because what you lose in the windshield, you more than gain in the side, right? And so you can really just experience the city as more of a tourist rather than a car was very much designed to drive it. We don't want our riders to have to worry about that.
Yeah. How strong is this glass?
It is very strong. We've done an incredible amount of crash testing because again, no matter how good of a driver the Robotaxi is, you can never guarantee that nobody will hit you. If there's something that really doesn't seem right, you can press the emergency pullover button. That's the same thing as pressing this physical button.
Got it.
Rider ops will immediately get on the line and help figure out what the problem is.
Yeah.
If you have a more general question, maybe not an emergency, there's call Zoox support. Also, will get rider ops on the line.
It's been a few years as well since Amazon acquired the company, and so now this launch is coming. But what does it mean for the relationship with the parent company that you guys are finally hitting the road? And because from the outside, it seems like that Robotaxi race between Waymo and Zoox is finally on. But how do you think about that?
Yeah, it's just the beginning, really, right? I mean, we're not trying to overhype this initial launch, right? It's a small launch, limited geofence, limited destinations, and a free service. So we're not trying to say, hey, we've arrived and we're amazing and this is it. We're just saying this is the beginning of being available to the public, and we're excited to expand from there in the coming months and years.
Very, very interesting. I find this stuff fascinating and how quickly things are changing. Been a long time coming. They've been talking about it forever. I know Apple even had a car that they scrapped, but let me know what you guys in the comments think. Have you rode on this? If you've been to Vegas recently and you've rode on this, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But please please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Appreciate it. See you in the next one.